March 18th, Mike Tyson, Razor Ruddock. Razor Ruddock dies. If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. If he's not dead, it doesn't count.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Box Talk. We've got Ade's best friend, the guy he loves to talk about, versus Andy Lee. I'm talking Kid Chocolate, Peter Quillin,
yeah,
the guy that threw his belt in the bin,
yeah,
and now got another title shot.
for the same belt.
For the same belt.
It is the same belt, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the same belt.
It is the
so
same
basically,
belt.
just avoided Kobrov.
Yeah.
Didn't want that fight. Has come back and has got the Andy Lee fight.
Yes, he has got the Andy
to
Lee
the detriment of Billy Joe Saunders.
Yes, it is.
Almost forgotten fact that is actually.
It is a forgotten fact. It is a forgotten fact.
Billy Joe Saunders. Wasn't he supposed to be on this card?
Possibly, but
okay,
there was a possibility when they done it, but it didn't work out. It seems like.
Interesting.
What I will say is though, regardless if you like either fighter or don't, it's a bloody good fight.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's a bloody good
This is what
fight.
I hate. I didn't want him to get a good fight. I didn't want him to get a world title fight. And the guys might say, why? It's, look, me and Ryan have always spoke about disliking fighters. And look, sometimes people say, oh, you guys are too strong. It is strong words. But look, guys, we're fight fans.
Yeah.
That's what we are. And as fight fans, like you guys are, we just want to see the best fight the best. I mean, it sounds so simple, but that's all we want to see. And if you're not fighting the best, all right, then fight the 5th guy, the 6th guy, the 7th guy, the 8th guy. Fight someone in the top 10.
Fight your peers.
Fight your peers. That's all we want to see. As soon as you get that strap around your waist that you asked for, I'm sorry, you are the hunted.
Yeah. You
are the hunted.
As we say again, you have no excuses once you're the champion.
You're the champion, so I don't care how you get it, you've then got to start fighting your best. And the thing about Quillin, and sorry, very quickly, Ray, the thing about Quillin is that he's a bloody good boxer.
Yeah.
He's a bloody good Cuban boxer that has literally called out, hasn't called out Cotto, hasn't called out GGG, never, ever called out Martinez.
He overvalues his worth.
But calls out Rosado.
Yeah, overvalues his worth.
Yeah.
Thinks he's worth more than anything else in the world.
Yeah.
He thinks his fights are the best thing since sliced bread. I still can't get over that phrase he had with him and Ali, comparing himself to Ali as defining fights with Hazan and Dam.
Yeah.
All the stuff he does, it just winds me up. It just works the most.
The 3 fighters that we destroy on this show are Stevenson, world champion, good fighter. Garcia, phenomenally good fighter. Most people even have him as a top 10 pound for pound. That's how good he is. And Quillin, we only criticise good fighters.
Yeah.
We're not criticising you because you're crap. We're criticising because we see something that is a bit special.
Yeah.
And I was one of the ones that I thought Quillin probably could cause GGG problems, but right now, get out of it.
And the potential to transcend as well, all those athletes have.
All right, let's talk about this. What is a very good middleweight showdown?
Yes.
You're high on Andy Lee.
I like Andy Lee. I've always liked Andy Lee. I've always liked Andy Lee.
You like him because that Manuel Stewart link up.
Yeah, I like Andy Lee from back in the day. And I always told Adi about the time I used to read about Andy Lee sparring Jermaine Taylor when Jermaine Taylor was Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah.
The Jermaine Taylor that beat Hopkins and was the undisputed middleweight champion.
Yeah.
And Stewart used to say Lee kicks his ass most times. And I'm trying to say Lee is that good, but he needs to transcend that potential in the sparring into the real fights. You have a lot of guys that are gym fighters. It's a phrase that goes around a lot, where in the gym they are tremendous, but they can't transfer into a pro fight.
Yeah.
Lee's never done that well. Something was missing, and he kind of disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
Got beat up by Chavez in Mexico in a fight he was winning.
Yeah.
Had come back from losses. Sorry, come back from behind on points. But I think he's finally found that winning element. Where instead of trying to be the best boxer and trying to have everything technically sharp, he's just fighting and letting it go, and he's landing these pot shots, these one-punch shots that are laying everyone out.
Yeah, I think that was where the problem lied. And look, I'm never going to blame Manuel Stewart at all, but like you say, he was always the best boxer in the gym. And I've watched him in his fights, Anthony, especially his fights coming up, and I think this is the guy that's tried to almost box guys. Yeah. Because he's been told, I'm the best boxer in the gym. The Andy Lee of late is like, let's slug it. You want to slug it? Let's slug it. And sometimes fight to what you've got your best at. Yeah. Fight to what your tools are. Not everyone can be Mayweather, stand behind the the little shoulder roll, or Klitschko and put the whole body weight on. If you've got this, which Andy Lee clearly has, and we've seen it in his last 2 fights, use it. And finally, he's starting to use it. And this, what he has, could be a factor in the fight. Could be. Yeah.
Another phrase you hear in boxing a lot, especially I always say from the old school guys, or when I go to gyms and go see my coach, they always say that you think too much. Where you can actually see in the ring and you're thinking, what am I trying to do? Know what I mean? When you're thinking, the other guy's throwing punches. Yeah. Don't take it. You got to be instinctive. It's got to be natural. It's got to be what's there. And these knockouts are natural. He's taking shots. He's under pressure. Bam! Andy's on my TV right now.
Yes.
Knockout. Yeah. That's what you get. Yeah. Instinctive. Now he's doing what he does, and I like him in this fight.
I like him in the fight. I feel like I've seen him in against Cobra, which was a tough fight. He got the stoppage. He won. The fight before that at 154, he was getting, I wouldn't say destroyed. I don't like using that word, but he was getting his ass handed to.
Yeah.
And again, he had the power to do it. I'm not sure he's going to be getting those chances to be against Quillin. I think Quillin's naturally the bigger guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Quillin possibly is the better boxer, and that's not. That's not convinced, by the way. I'm just saying it's possibly the best boxer. I just think Quillin's hungry now. There's something about your first fight on this channel and all the criticism he's got, and Al Heyman behind him. I'm expecting to see probably the best Quillin I've ever seen. I'm expecting this guy has been criticised by us, by a lot of people. He's a newborn baby. That seems to galvanise guys, by the way. I don't know what it is, and I expect to see the best Quillin I've ever seen, and that's why I think. Before we go into prediction, but that's why I think Quillin's
okay. See, you're saying that you might see the best Quillin. I can understand that in the terms of motivation and everything, but when you're saying that the fire, if he had the fire, he would have fought bloody Kovalev.
But you know what it is? I'll be honest with you. I've now got to a stage, and it's taken me a few months to think that none of these boxers are in control of anything anymore. Yeah. I think Al Heyman, because we've criticised all these fighters. Do I really think Danny Garcia wants to fight Rod Selker?
No.
Really? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Do I think Stevenson wants to really fight big? I genuinely believe that Al Heyman now literally has almost become God to these guys. You'll fight who I tell you to fight. Shut up. Yeah. Honestly, it seems like
I know what I'm doing. I've got the schedule what your fuse going to, and you're going to be a multi-millionaire when I'm done.
Just stick with me.
Let me do my job as your manager and you fight.
Do we really think, as much as we criticise Quillin, that he wouldn't fight Cobra for 1.6 million, bigger than any payday he's ever had? Yeah. I don't think so, and I'm just starting to believe that. I don't know what plan Al Heyman's got for these guys, but I think he's honestly told them, guys, look, stick with me and we're going somewhere. And like you said, PBC is probably going to be the UFC soon. Yeah. And in 2 or 3 years, I think it's going to be that big.
I agree. I reckon Quillin has his shot in winning this fight, i.e. he does everything reasonably well, but I'm not too sold on his power fully. Yeah. He knocks guys down a lot.
But they get up.
a lot.
Bounce right back up. Yeah.
Lee's resilient. Yeah. Lee's gone through those bloody crunk sparring wars, which are notorious with the late great, the man, Emmanuel Stewart. He's by his side. Yeah. So I don't think anything Quillin does is going to overall impress Andy Lee. Yeah. I can see Andy Lee being behind on points, as he always seems to be now with his new style. Yeah. If you look at the two Andy Lees, his boxing performances, he's always ahead on points and then gets stopped late. Yeah. In his new performances, he's behind on points and gets a stoppage.
He's stopped late
because his style has changed. Yeah. I expect Andy Lee to be behind on points and drop Quillin. Doesn't mean he's going to win the fight. I'm not sure. I'm seeing a points victory.
For who? For who? Oh, here we go. Ryan, his newfound fence sitting.
No, it's not fence sitting.
You started to fence it in a couple of videos. You started to fence it in a couple of videos. Even the Garcia Peterson video, you know, he's like, I'm not sure, you said.
Did I give Peterson
No, he said, you know, I'm not sure. Garcia, wait a minute, we're not going to get into
okay. I'm going with Quillin on points.
Oh, okay.
I'm going with Quillin on points, but I don't think Andy Lee will be far behind him.
How important is activity in this fight? Quillin, I can't remember the last time Quillin fought. It must be over a year ago.
Yeah,
must be over a year ago. Well, we know things that a couple of fights back to back now. Yeah. Is that anything?
Yeah, it is something. I think when you become the world champion, you up a level a bit. Okay. In a sense where Andy Lee believes himself. He knows he's the world champion. He's got that belt. But on the same side, I think that's kind of like the icing on the cake for him. Where I feel like he knows he's achieved that now. He's been a world champion, and that's something he's been looking for years and years and years. I don't know if he could, as much as he's got the ability to get the stoppage and he can box, I don't think he could put both elements together at one to make a complete fight.
Which some people just don't have.
Exactly.
Some people got
that's why
levels, isn't it?
That's why I'm confused about how the fight's going to play out, because I can see the boxing performance winning a fight without the KO, or he's behind on points and gets the KO. When I look at Peter Quillin, I think he could put together a more consistent fight, round for round. That's how you win a boxing match. Yeah, by fighting round for round, round for round, and winning points. And that's what Peter Quillin's going to do. Peter Quillin's work rate as well is going to be the key issue.
Maybe. How important is it for boxing that this belt doesn't get won by Peter Quillin and just end up in PBC and stay in PBC? Yeah. Because let's be honest, if he wins this fight, that belt ain't coming out of nowhere. Yeah. Handballs for boxing. Andy Lee wins this fight because Andy Lee will fight anyone.
Okay.
He'll fight anyone.
If Andy Lee wins this fight, we'll get the fight we want to see. We get the Billy Joe fight.
Yeah.
With Al Heyman, I don't know if Quillin wins if we get the Billy Joe fight. Regardless of what contract's been signed, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
If Quillin,
Well, that was a long pause.
If Quillin was to fight the correct people, it's better for boxing. Because Quillin will fight these guys if he could get them through Al, and he'd be on a bigger profile if he was to win the fight. Andy Lee, if he wins, that belt will kind of be regulated to Europe.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, there you go, guys. Peter Quillin, Andy Lee, good middleweight fight, and it's a division that GGG runs it, but after that you kind of you're looking up really. Look, who's everyone going to fight? Cole ain't going to fight no one at middleweight. It's just not going to happen. He's going to fight people catch weights, 154, whatever. So really and truly, this fight really, the winner of this fight probably does mix it with GGG sometime down the line. They really do. Because there's no other really guys, and that means GG will be like almost trying to clean up the belts, if you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Because forget that Cotto belt, guys. Forget it. No one's getting that belt. It's not happening. Who wins this fight? Andy Lee the puncher or Quillin the boxer? I think that's kind of what we're saying, isn't it? Puncher versus boxer. This is kind of the brawls we always like. I'm going Quillin confidently. Ryan's going Quillin maybe.
Yeah, I will Quillin. It's just like I said, it's Andy Lee's inconsistency between his two styles. What causes the problem?
Alright, guys, leave your comments below who wins this fight. Email us, tweet us, subscribe us, you know, all the stuff below. Thanks for watching another edition of Box Talk. Cheers.